Today marks the 15th anniversary of the Columbine tragedy. We will never forget all the people who have been deeply impacted by the tragedy. In remembrance, I will now read the names of our 13 loved ones who so tragically lost their lives on April 20th, 1999. Cassie Bernal, Stephen Kernow, Corey DePuter, Kelly Fleming, Matt Kettner, Daniel Mauser, Danny Rohrbaugh, Dave Sanders, Rachel Scott, Isaiah Scholes, John Tomlin, Lauren Townsend, Kyle Velasquez. At this time, please join me in a moment of reflection as we pay tribute to our beloved 13 who so tragically lost their lives 15 years ago today. Thank you.
Everyone has an internal clock, an awareness of the time it takes us to do this or that.
Oh, this one's being sticky today.
Amy Van Dyken-Ruin
Why?
is an Olympian.
And then we go, right?
A gold medalist 6 times over.
Come on, Amy.
She has seen the difference of 1,000th of a second.
There you go.
Ah, did it.
In 1996, her 50-meter freestyle swim took less than 25 seconds.
Oof.
Moving her body out of her chair and into a bed takes nearly 2 minutes.
Okay.
Amy
Got it.
is training again. She is learning how to move the body that once glided through water.
Yep. I always tried to power through everything. And even the 100 butterfly in 96, they were like, you're not good enough to swim this, because I would always muscle it. Well, for once, I used technique and I ended up winning a gold medal. Nope, I don't want help.
That 100-meter butterfly took just 59 seconds.
I got this.
The same time it takes to replace a shoe.
So, but that's why we go over it and over it and over it, so you remember. So it's like second nature.
We are prepared to seize the day and make a difference in the world.
Milestones. There may be no more important one in the life of a teen
Congratulations, class of 2014. We did it.
than this.
Be bold and make the daring first leap toward the unknown.
But what should be said for a mother who lost her son to cancer
who passed away on March 12, 2013.
1 year prior?
Please join me in a moment of silence in memory of Austin Williams.
Cancer robbed Austin of his life. Thunder Ridge High School believed
Please rise and approach the stage.
it shouldn't have to rob his mother, Daylin, and stepfather, Chris, of this.
Jamie Rose Bunyan.
Milestones measure
Cole Carter Chalupka.
progress. Austin maybe made it to 3 months of school in 3 years.
Most of the time, he just did not feel well enough.
Yet in the eyes of his classmates,
Accepting the diploma in honor of Austin are his mother and his stepfather, Daylin and Chris.
he is now a graduate nonetheless. In a world of good and bad days, some are a mix of the two.
He's here.
And he's watching. I know. And he's happy.
11 months ago and 6 blocks away,
Breaking news, another hit and run death.
Charlie Herrera's family lost its patriarch
The driver had just run a red light.
to the actions of a woman who never bothered to see if Charlie was okay.
She ditched her car at that intersection and ran.
11 months later,
Today is going to be tough.
Charlie's family came to court one last time.
Oh, we've always been close, but I mean, this has probably actually brought us a little closer.
4 children, 9 grandchildren.
He was small in stature, but big in heart. He touched many lives and will be greatly missed.
More than 20 great-grandchildren.
We know when God called you, you had to go. But we want you to know, Grandpa, we miss you and love you so.
Dressed in Broncos orange in honor of Charlie's favorite team, they sat and watched as the woman responsible told them she made a horrible mistake.
I am very, very sorry from the bottom of my heart.
LaToya Nelson pleaded guilty to leaving the scene of a fatal accident not long ago. In the audience, Charlie's wife of 63 years who chose to let a grandson
I miss him terribly.
Tell her story.
In the beginning, it was hard for me to sleep. I'd often get up and cry. My children would sit with me and cry and comfort me.
Mary Herrera was always with Charlie. Last Christmas, they left his seat empty. Next Christmas, LaToya Nelson's family.
The court imposes a sentence of 10 years in the Department of Corrections.
They will have to do the same. Nelson collapsed after receiving 10 years, the most she faced. Family.
It's remembered all the time.
Maybe it was to see this, but Charlie's family insists today they came together one last time for Charlie.
He's probably looking down from heaven and saying, the family's here. You know, we're all together again.
Chris Vanderveen, 9 News.
This is Columbine High School's prom assembly.
Yeah, it's going to be emotional. I mean, this is 35 years coming to an end. So.
18 years as principal. Now comes the moment 18 years in the making. When he first became principal, he promised himself he would find a way to fly at his final assembly. He's also afraid of heights.
You're going to face many fears in your life, and you got to believe.
Believe in that link.
And things happen in our lives that we can't explain, but I want to read you something.
Kevin Yagavani transferred here. He never got his link.
It says, Dear Mr. DeAngelis, the acceptance and family atmosphere that you helped create here at Columbine has really grounded my life. Has helped me create friendships that I will always remember. Thank you for being such a great principal and instilling the best school-wide atmosphere I've ever had. At this time, I want Kevin Yagavani to come down so I can present him with the Columbine link. And I saw the reaction of the students when he received that, and when he returned, and they were hugging him, and there were tears, and that's the atmosphere I wanted to create, that caring atmosphere.
Good morning, Rebels. This is Mr. D, and just want to take this opportunity. This is the last time I'll get a chance to address you, and know that even though I'm not going to be your principal, you're still going to be my kid.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way you say goodbye to that high school. We know you'll be back.
May 28th, 2014.
Thanks.
This is the tough part.
What's up, Mr. D? Nothing. How you doing, sir?
Good. What do you got going this summer?
I think Frank, I mean, I don't know what else to say except I couldn't be more proud of him.
In all his time here.
Kevin, thanks, buddy. And I'm going to use your letter whenever I go speak, and it's important. Thank you.
Thank you.
DeAngelis has learned some words are priceless.
Love you, Mr. D.
Love you too, buddy.
Some words say it all.
Good luck.
And thank you for being more of a father to me than my dad ever was.
Hi, ladies. Thanks.
Oh.
Thank you. Bye. Enjoy. I'll see you. Thank you for everything. So when I walk out of my office now, what I see is I see students, the Lauren Townsend playing volleyball. I see the Rachel Scotts on stage. I see the Danny Rohrbach as a freshman, just being a freshman and hanging out with his friends, and the Isaiah Schultz high-fiving me, and I see Danny Mauser down at church and Kelly Fleming down at church on Sundays, and it goes on, and the Kyle Velasquez in the library. And now, instead of envisioning them laying in a pool of blood, I envisioned them living their lives. And that's the thing that kept me going. Bye, guys. See you soon.
Love you.
Love you too, guys.
Leaving a link to last a lifetime.
The one thing that I can say, whether it was teaching, coaching, being a principal, I gave it my best.
Nelson Garcia, 9 News.